Do you follow your inner guidance?
Yeah, your intuition. That voice inside us that insists on telling us something, but sometimes, or many times, we don't listen. So, listening to my intuition was a game changer in evolving my spirituality and consequently my spiritual awakening. And I'm gonna tell you why. Hi there, welcome, beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me on this journey of exploration. My name is Kelly, and today we are talking about a topic that is often overlooked, but that has a lot of power in our spiritual awakening. That's our intuition. Yeah. So I don't know if you remember in our past conversation we were talking about connecting with our inner self. However, because we live in a world full of distractions and stimulations, a fast-paced world, so it's easy for us to lose touch with our own inner guidance. So, yeah, but our intuition, that subtle inner voice inside us, is always there. Is always there, patiently waiting to guide us on our path. And learning to trust our intuition means learning to listen to that inner voice, that inner guidance, that gut feeling, even when sometimes it seems to go against logic and reason. It's about tuning into the deepest of our souls, our deepest selves, and aligning with the universal wisdom that flows through us. Because believe it, yes, we have a lot inside us that we can tap into. And in my case, I wish I had paid attention to my intuition much earlier. I was always very intuitive, and I noticed that started around my teenage years when I became very interested in spirituality. But we live in society, community, so we receive this influence from friends, from family, from culture, from society, and then we start paying attention more to those external factors than our own inner self. And for me, in a lot of situations, I have seen several red flags, but I was like, oh, okay, it's just something from my imagination. I just shrug it off because I was always also very creative and imaginative. So for me, I didn't think much about it. But had I paid attention to these red flags, that would have saved me some heartaches and a lot of uncomfortable situations. So let me give you an example. Have you been in a relationship with someone and you like this person very much, or you even love this person? That was my case. But there is something that it's quite not right. You try to figure it out what it is. You may even think, at least me, you think, oh my God, there is something wrong with me. There is always that gut feeling that something is not right, but you really don't know what it is. If that happened to you, I would love to hear. So just put in the comment because this is something that happens with a lot of people that, and oh, by the way, this can be in any area or areas of our lives. I'm just talking about a love relationship because I guess we are blinded by love, right? Okay, just kidding. But we are divine creatures. We are pure love, in our own essence. So I guess it's just easy for everybody to relate to that. But this can happen in any areas of our lives, in work environment, friendships, family situation. This happens a lot. Like you have a friend that wants you to do something about you don't feel this is right. There is a voice inside you. Actually, you're battling this voice inside you. because you feel there is something that it's quite not there, but you just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But my point is that I strongly believe our intuition is a direct connection with the divine, with the universe, the higher power, source, whatever you believe in. The more we learn to trust, we open up ourselves for the infinite possibilities and synchronicities from life. Because remember, we are energy, we are spirits in a physical body. So we have this ability to touch into, to tap into those infinite possibilities that the universe send our way. But we needed to follow our own guidance, our intuition. So basically, our intuition works like a compass, guiding us towards our purpose, our highest good. And I know it takes practice and patience, obviously, but the more practice, it's easier for us to tap into the right frequency. Then you might ask, how can we cultivate trust in our intuition? I have a few ideas or tips. I've been doing this for years now, but we can start by simply quieting our minds through practices such as meditation and mindfulness. And this is open-ended. You can choose a practice that serves you better. But the idea is that by creating a space for stillness, we foster opportunities for our intuition to speak the loudest. And this is the idea. The idea is that we have our intuition speak the loudest so we can hear, right? But also, learning to trust our intuition means learning to let go of doubts and fears. And those are the hardest ones. But it means surrendering to the flow of life with a belief that we are guided and supported even when sometimes the path is uncertain. Yeah, I know. But think of our intuition as a muscle. The more we exercise it, the better and stronger it becomes. So the more we trust our intuition, the more we start seeing the magic or the miracles that unfold in our lives. And with that said, I would like to extend an invitation to you. Let's all commit today to honor and trust our intuition, to listen to the whispers of our souls, and embrace our spiritual awakening with open hearts and minds. I know it's not easy, but we can start with the first step. So again, thank you for joining me on this journey, my friends. I really appreciate it. And if you like this content, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. And even like this video so that YouTube can show to other people that like as well, so we can explore this together. But ultimately remember, a lot of answers to the questions in our lives lie within us. We only need to trust and listen. Until next time, stay centered, stay present, and in peace. Namaste.